Hello, hi, Assalamu alaikum viewers. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you all are fine. Me, Allah Almighty, bless you prosperity, health, and wealth. Ameen, Summa Ameen. So, viewers, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome back to another emotional and very heart touching story. So, now the story name is The Promise He Never Forgot. This is the story of a boy named Rehan. He grew up in a quiet town where people smiled at each other in the streets and children played outside until the evening sky turning orange. Rehan was gentle, soft spoken, and always thoughtful. He was not the loudest, he was not the strongest, but he had a heart that felt everything deeply. Rehan lived with his younger sister Anaya. She was 12, full of energy, always laughing, always talking, always asking questions. She would follow him everywhere, holding his hand, telling him stories about her day, showing him her drawing, her school notes, her silly jokes, and she loved him more than anyone else in the world, and Rehan loved her even more. Their parents worked long hours, so Rehan was the one who took care of Anaya most of the time. He made breakfast for her, walked with her to school, helped her with homework, and sat beside her at night until she fell asleep. Their bond was strong, unbreakable, something that felt pure and safe. Every night before sleeping, Anaya made Rehan promise one thing. She would say, "Promise you will always be here for me." Rehan would smile, place his hand on her hand gently, and say, "I promise always." But life has a way of testing the promise we believe will last forever. One rainy evening, when Rehan was 15 and Anaya was 12, everything changed. They were walking home from school together. The rain was falling hard, the roads were slippery, and the sound of thunder in the sky. They held hands tightly, running and laughing as the rain splashed around their feet. But at one crossing, everything happened too fast. A speeding car came out of nowhere. Rehan heard a loud horn. He pulled Anaya toward him, trying to protect her. The world spun, the sound of tires, the scream, the crash, everything became a blur of fear and confusion. When Rehan opened his eyes, he was lying on the wet round pan, shooting through his body. He looked around, searching for Anaya. His voice shook as he called her name. She lay a few feet away, still too still. Rehan crawled toward her, ignoring the pan, ignoring the people shouting, ignoring the siren in the distance. He held her in his arm, ran, pouring down on both of them. Her eyes were half open. She whispered briefly, audible, Rehan, don't cry. Rehan held her tightly, sobbing, please stay with me. Please do not go. You can't leave. Anaya lifted her small hand and touching his face gently, you promise you will always be here. Rehan's voice broke. I am here, Anaya. I am right here. Her breathing grew softer, weaker. Her last words were, don't break your promise, live for me. And then she slipped away, leaving Rehan alone in the rain, holding her in his arm as the siren approached. After her death, Rehan's world shattered. The house felt empty. Her laughter no longer filled the room. Her drawing still hung on the wall, untouched, waiting for a girl who would never return to them. Rehan blamed himself. He replied the moment again and again. If he had been faster, if he had held her tighter, if he had looked sooner, maybe things would have been different. He stopped talking, he stopped smiling, he stopped living. So viewers, keep watch till to end. This story is so heart touching and so beautiful and so heart touching viewers. So keep watch. So, viewers, every night he cried quietly into his pillow, whispering her name, begging for one more moment with her, no more chance to protect her. He felt like a part of his heart had been turned away forever. One night, months after the incident, Rehan could not sleep. He walked into Anaya's room. Her toys were still arranged neatly. Her drawings were still on the table. Her favorite book was still open as if she would return any minute to finish it. Rehan sat on her bed and found a small envelope under her pillow. His name was written on it in her handwriting. His hands trembled as he opened it. Inside was a small note. It said, "Dear Rehan, I love you. You are strong. Don't be sad when I am not with you. Keep living, keep dreaming, keep smiling, and keep your promise because I will always be beside you even if you cannot see me." Rehan pressed the note to his chest and cried harder than he ever had before. But this time his tears felt different, not just painful but healing too. From that day, Rehan decided he would not let his sister's last wish fade. He would keep the promise she asked him to keep. He started small. He went back to school. He spoke a little more. He helped others. He smiled at people even when his heart felt heavy. Slowly, gently, life began to return. Years passed, Rehan's grew into a young man. He studied, hard and became someone people respected. He was quiet but kind, calm but strong, gentle but brave. Everyone who met him felt warmth, even if they did not know why. What they did not know was this: every good thing Rehan did, every person he helped, every dream he followed, every time he pushed himself to keep going, he did it for Anaya. She lived in his heart, she lived in his choice, she lived in the promise he kept. One evening, Rehan stood on a hill overlooking the town. The sunset filled the sky with soft golden light, the same kind of light that once fell on Anaya's drawings. He closed his eyes and whispered into the void, "I kept my promise, Anaya. I am living, I am trying, and I will keep living for you always." A gentle breeze touched his face, warm and soft, and Rehan smiled, not with sadness, but with love and peace. because some people leave the world but never leave hurt. Rehan kept living, but grief stayed quietly inside him like a shadow that never completely disappeared. Some days they felt strong, and some days he felt like the boy on the rainy road again, holding his sister in his arm. But he continued step by step because he knew Anaya would want him to. And he grew older. Rehan learned something important. Life does not heal you all at once. It heals you in small, gentle ways, through people, through movement, through unexpected kindness. One of those gentle movements came when he turned 19. Rehan had started volunteering at a small community center. It was a place where children came after school, some for help, some to escape lone lines, some simple for a warm place to be. Rehan helped them with homework, played with them, and listened to their stories. He did everything with quiet patience, a patience that came from the pain he had lived through. The one day a little girl named Mira came to the center. She was 8 was shy and always stay alone in the corner with her backpack in her lap. She rarely talked, she rarely smiled, but Rehan noticed her immediately because there was something familiar in her eyes. The same sadness, the same fear of losing someone's. So, viewers, keep watch till to end. This story is so inspiration for your loved ones with for your life changer story. So keep watch till to end. So, viewers, he sat beside her one afternoon and softly asked, "Do you like drawing?" Mira nodded but did not open her mouth. Rehan gave her a pencil and a black sheet of paper. She held it for a long time before she finally started drawing. She finished, she showed into him. It was pictures of a girl holding hands with a boy, but the girl had wings as if she was no longer alive. Rehan's heart tightened. He asked gently, "It is this you, someone you miss?" Mira nodded again. This time her lips trembled. She whispered, "My brother, he passed away last year. Miss him every night." And Rehan felt something inside him break open, not in a painful way, but in a way that made with him understand why he had come here, why life had led him to this moment. He said softly, "I lost someone too." Mira looked up at him, her eyes widening. "My sister," he continued, "she was younger than me. She was my whole world." For the first time, Mira spoke with emotion in her voice. "Does it stop hurting?" Rehan looked down at her drawing and said gently, "It changes it at first. It feels like a heavy storm. You cannot breathe, you cannot stand, you feel lost, but slowly, it becomes something else. It becomes love that stays in your heart. Some days you cry, some days you smile, and some days you help someone else, and it feels like they are helping you too." Mira started at him for a long moment, then, without wearing, she hugged him, a small, tumbling hug filled with all the pain she had been holding inside. Rehan's eyes filled with tears. He hugged her back gently like he used to hug Anaya, with warmth and protection. From that day, Mira was never alone. She followed Rehan around the center, asking him questions, showing him her drawing, trying to smile again, and little by little he did. Her smile came back like soft sunshine after a long winter. Every time Mira laughed, Rehan felt something inside healing, because in helping her, he was also helping himself. Months passed. Rehan became one of the most loved members of the center. People said he had a gift, a quiet way of understanding pain, a gentle way of making others feel safe. But Rehan knew her that gift came from it came from Anaya, from the promise he made, from the love that never left him. One evening, Rehan walked home after a long day at the center. The sky was painted with purple and gold, the kind of colors Anaya used to love. He stood to the bridge overlooking the never river and thought about how far he had come. He whispered softly, I hope you see me, Anaya. I hope you are proud. A soft breeze brushed against his cheek, warm, familiar, comforting. Rehan closed his eyes. In that moment, he did not feel alone. He did not feel broken. He felt held as if someone was wrapping him in love from another world. When he opened his eyes and he smiled, a small, peaceful smile, because he knew something's now something true and powerful. Healing does not mean forgetting. Healing means crying love forward. Healing means become the person they believed you could be, and Rehan was become exactly that. He walked home with steady steps, ready for tomorrow, ready to keep living, ready to keep promise, not out of pain but out of love. And somewhere in the silent sky, a little girl with bright eyes and warm smile watched him proudly, her invisible wings glowing softly like the stars. So viewers, if you like this story, so you can press the thumbs up button, and if you does not like this story, so you can press the thumbs down button, so that we know how many viewers in the world liking our video and how many viewers in the world does not liking the video. So viewers, if you have any suggestion, advice, anything else, so you can write us on my YouTube channel. And viewers, here to write us from the city of country, so you are watching our videos, so we can give you a lot of love from the bottom of my heart for supporting and watching our videos. And viewers, you are watching our videos on the daily basis, so keep watching this video, don't forget this video. Hope so you are liking this video, and thank you so much for watching this video, and this story is for your inspirations. So now take care of yourself. Okay, Allah Hafiz. So see you in next story. Stay inspiring, stay kind, stay a beautiful reminder for your loved ones. So, okay, Allah Hafiz, take care, bye bye.